I always want to say French Revolution, but the French and Indian War, right before we get into all this stuff about the American Revolution, is because our war would not have been started without this war. And the French and Indian War started because of land. Basically, the 13 colonies wanted to expand their land into the French territory. And you can see we had not we, but the British, they had land up here and they had land down here. And it was only kind of natural to want the land in between and expand as the population expanded. So, as a result of the war, it was a very costly war. The British were able to more than double their size of land. So they got new territory up here in Canada. They got Florida from the Spaniards, and they obtained all that land that the French once had. So we started to really become a real nation here. But during the war, the colonists gained some independence, and they started to see this land over in the Americas as their own. So that was kind of like beginnings of revolutionary feelings. But what really ticked it off was that the British gave us really absurd taxes. So they were heavily in debt from the French and Indian War, and they expected the colonies to pay for it all. And so they gave us all these unreasonable taxes. We didn't have any representation over in Great Britain, and our tax money went to Great Britain. None of it went to the colonies to help them out at home. So we started protesting these unreasonable taxes, and then it slowly turned into an actual full-out war. So the two major effects of the French and Indian War is one, the colonists in Great Britain more than doubled the size of their land, and the other major effect is they started to overly tax us, which led us into a revolution. So those are the big things that you need to understand from this war, and that's why we're learning about it, and right before we learn about the American Revolution.